going on, TTR fam? Welcome back. We got a little AEW Grand Slam action. Today I'm joined by Meech Black, and today we're going to talk a little AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. We'll acknowledge that Rampage Grand Slam existed and Collision's Grand Slam. So, Meech, how are you feeling about Grand Slam week?
You consider Rampage part of Grand Slam? Because I didn't.
What? I mean, did they? Isn't it Rampage Grand Slam? I mean, did it say that? I mean, I could be wrong. Oh, I did? All right, never mind. Then we don't need to care about Rampage.
Unless I was blind, but I didn't see that.
I'll be honest, I didn't watch it, so I don't know what they said about it. So I thought I'd cover all bases on the off chance they did it. Because I didn't know they were going to split it to Collision and Dynamite. I thought it was going to be Dynamite.
Yeah. But I think altogether, Grand Slam was kind of like I hate to say it, but it was a miss this time. I think it was a miss. There wasn't really nothing that was like, that was like, oh my God. You know what I mean? There's nothing there that blew me away. Like,
I disagree only because there were a couple things I'm really excited for, and a couple things kind of got not revealed, but like some little background stuff came out, so maybe that'll help change your mind. Wasn't a crazy week though, I will be honest, but it was a fun week of wrestling, and I really enjoyed it. So
the rest of, I will say this. Hold on, but I know we're going to talk about it, but I just want to say this: pronounce if I say her name wrong. Sarah Ray, right?
Who?
Sarah Ray. Isn't Saraya?
Saraya. Yes. Brother, Sarah Ray is a better name, low key though. But I'm just going, whatever.
But Saraya, I'm not a big fan of her. She's not my cup of tea.
I agree.
However, she's doing her thing. She's doing her thing on Collision. She was doing her damn thing.
I mean,
Jamie Hayter. I got to clap it up. Yeah. I got clapper. They was doing their thing.
Yeah, Collision was an interesting one, but I let's stick to Dynamite first so we can go through it, because some of this stuff is just gonna be not basically a miss, because we're just like walk past it. This opening match actually kind of made me mad because the crowd wasn't as into it as I wanted them to be. And considering you're not a Nigel McGuinness or a Bryan Danielson type guy, you don't F with their match that much. I wanted the crowd more into it. I think AEW wanted the crowd more into it too, but I think they just missed it. They were trying to appeal to the ROH guys, which, to be fair, I was not one of. I didn't see it. I went back to watch some stuff. I wasn't there on the OG stuff. But I can't remember what video I was watching, but they're trying to seek the ROH audience that probably isn't even there anymore. So it's like, I get what they were trying to do. Fun match. I enjoyed it. I like Bryan Danielson. I like Nigel McGuinness. I think they got to have a nice little love letter match after probably, both of them retiring for injuries. So it's like, it was okay. Could have been better. Weird that it wasn't for the title, but that also kind of plays into the main event, which we'll talk into. So I just feel like if you were going to let him, Nigel wasn't going to win anyways, you could have just at least put the title on the line. So you'd be like, I had an AEW title shot, at least one. I don't know. The whole world title picture looks weird right now because of them.
But here's my gripe with that whole situation. And I'm not even going to draw on messing up bro's name. Bryan Danielson. I said right?
Yeah, Bryan Danielson, yes.
Okay.
Slander my goat real quick. Go for it.
I'm not going to slander him. No, I lied to myself. I'm definitely going to slander him. How in the hell you're going to have the title, right? And then we have poor Darby. I'm going to get on his ass, but not right now. Poor Darby had a title shot, and you're going to tell me Bryan Danielson can't fight Darby for this title.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Well, we're going to have the commentator who we haven't seen wrestle in eons.
Eons is crazy, but true.
His first match in eons is against the champion. Knowing that every match he has is literally potentially career ending.
Yeah.
Am I right? Like
he could. I mean, they all have career.
But I'm pretty sure, like, if I heard it correctly, like when he loses the title, he's done.
Yeah, he's going to part time, not full time. So he'll be in and out. That's what he said he's gonna do.
So, and that's what we're building up. So why are we going to have him face people that don't matter? Yeah. No disrespect to Nigel, but it don't matter. Like,
it's and a then I'd
rather go with what you. So I get that, but I'd rather go with what you said though. I'd rather go with them putting it on the title because then it kind of means something.
Yeah, at least a little bit.
I'm not trying. Like, if this is fair, I'm trying to see some top-notch matches.
I'll actually we can like use this to go into the main event just because kind of screw it, just to get it out the way. Yeah. But continue. I'm sorry.
I was just saying, and Nigel McGuinness, like, he had a couple spots. I was like, okay, that's kind of tough. He was, but he wasn't like what everyone's cracked up to say he is on, the internet. Like, I didn't see it.
He's older too. He also has an injury that could, if it messes him up, he could, lose, function his body. It could injure. So it's like he's playing safe. I understand. I mean, they went for neck shots. They went for a lot of crazy neck spots during that for both of them. And considering they both have pretty bad, risky injuries, they would never do anything that they could, be told they could do.
But still, I still never get that. Like, especially when people have, like, crazy injuries like that. What are we doing to, like, come back because you missed the crowd? I get it.
Yeah.
I just think, like, you had, like, this whole match just wasn't it for me.
Yeah.
I may sound like the sour guy, but, like, it just wasn't it for me.
See, I like it because of its history, but, I wasn't, like I said, I wasn't even there for, so I was just kind of watching it just for, off of that hype. Oh, that's kind of cool they're doing that again. I think if this had been set up better, and I think the biggest problem was, one, Christian winning back in All In, because, like you said earlier, why did Bryan Danielson show up? Bro said, I almost died, I can't wrestle, so Darby had to take a back seat, but Nigel, who challenged to a non-title match, he's like, I can show up for that. If Nigel had just won it All In and said, I have this contract, you have to be here, it would make more sense. Because he kept saying, like, oh, Bryan is scared of me, so he has to come fight. It's like, no, he really doesn't. And if he was dying, he genuinely couldn't have gone to the match. But if he had the contract, you could at least, in story, be like, you have to be here. I have this. You have to be here. It's like, oh, that's why he won. I think why they didn't is they didn't know if they could do this match again. Maybe they wanted to do the match and be like, get checked out by a doctor and we'll see how everything is, and then we'll run the second match. But the problem was he got a match for no reason when you just told me Bryan Danielson was dead. So, like, it's weird, and I don't like that, and it also leads to the main event because I don't really like how the main event worked out. Great match, but the stipulation and the title shot, it's like, well, why did we do this? Why did Darby win that battle royale if he was just going to lose it like this? It was weird. And that's why we could transition into the main event now. Because, like, I don't understand how we got to this where it's like, well, now Darby's not even wrestling Bryan anymore. So it's like
what I tell you, I was kind of hyped when Darby won. He wasn't my first choice, but I was like, okay, this is something different. I'm going to run this story by you because this is how I pictured it in my head. Darby wins the title shot. I'm thinking he gets to cool for another, let's say, a month.
Right.
We just know Darby's going to face Danielson in a month.
Right.
Moxie comes back from whatever hiatus bro was on.
He was chilling.
He comes back and doesn't say a word to no one and beats down security and then some.
Right. So kind of like what he's been doing by cutting out the promos in between.
Yeah, no promos. I'm telling the story right because then, if I remember correctly, bro comes to the ring and says, I lie. He spoke in riddles. I can't even tell you what he said. He spoke in some damn riddles, like some damn Cat in the Hat and Dr. Seuss. I can't even decipher what the hell he was trying to get at. Thank God Darby knew what he was talking about because I couldn't pick out for shit what he was saying.
Yeah.
Darby comes and said, you know what? I accept your challenge. For what?
Yeah.
Like, for what? So you just let Moxie punk you and pretty much tell you ain't ready for this, big boy.
Yeah.
Slow down. And you just go so dumb.
From what the reports I've seen, they want to put that world title on Darby. I don't know if they want him to be the one to retire Bryan Danielson or what, which I guarantee Bryan Danielson's foaming at the mouth. He loves putting people over. But I think they want to give him the adversity route first, where he has to like work his way back. I just don't think him winning the title shot and losing it like that made sense. So now I don't feel like he's going through adversity. I feel like my dude is just an idiot. Because he said, you a little bitch, you don't deserve a title shot. And he just goes, Okay, well, I'll put it up on the line. No, you already have one. You already have one. So I don't know.
No sense, bro.
Yeah, it could have also been ticket sales. I heard that too. I don't think it was ticket sales stuff. I think they just have a new idea for a story they want to do first, which includes Moxley, and the timings just got messed up. I think that's what happened, but I don't know. I'm down for Darby to win that title, though. He's been there for a long time. He's been there since day one, and he's a constantly good worker that gives them good and bad attention. I would love to see him win the world title. Maybe I kind of understand not right now. I can actually completely understand not right now because Brian's doing his retirement tour.
But I'm gonna be honest with you. That cannot be a fair excuse. That it's because it's Brian's like for a world tour. Like they knew this.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
if you didn't want certain wrestlers doing certain things, you would have the storyline written out to where you have exactly who you need to be. Because now each story looks like it's out of place.
Yeah.
Or it just it's like Darby's story is like a paperback. It's like 5 pages long, dating back to when he fought Jack Perry.
Yeah, because now I don't know where he goes from here.
Yeah,
because he's supposed to be in the world title picture, but I don't believe Darby's just gonna circulate Mox and Danielson. And then post Mox, who does Danielson fight that? Is he just going to hover around there too? So I
and then Danielson's in a whole nother story with the whole Yuta and the Claudio and Pac John. So like, what are we doing? Like, why is Danielson in a whole nother story like that has nothing to do with his title, bro?
Yeah, it's weird. And honestly, I mean, I'm gonna ride the ride. I'm gonna hope it ends up good in the end. But
so too. But we gotta call it down the middle, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Facts. I'll pose it as a question because we can make it a short too. Do you like the Money in the Bank thing that the AEW did? Because me personally, maybe if it was a better winner, I'd feel differently. I don't like it. The thing that Christian has, that Money in the Bank.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Yeah, because you got Kip Sabian in there when he's messing with Christian, but that's like, one, it's a Rampage thing, and two, I kind of don't care about Kip Sabian. But it's like, he keeps coming out, he keeps being ominous, he goes to sign it or whatever, and I'm just like, I don't like it, and I kind of wish they just didn't do it. I kind of don't like that he's lingering. I think we said it the All-In thing, maybe when he cashes in, it'll be more interesting, but I don't like that. I already have a really cluttered and weird, like, weirdly paced world title picture right now. And I have Christian, who's in a weird lower mid-card feud, like, lingering around. It's almost like what Darby's going through, where I don't see why he's in this area. But worse, because he's not really doing anything. So it's like, I get he's a looming threat. But is he, though? Because, like, he's just... I kind of... Or if they were going to do it, I kind of wish they had waited just to, like, full gear to do it. Because now I just feel like Christian's an idiot. Because he's getting outed by Chris Sabian. Because Chris Sabian walks and takes a penny, he doesn't have a title shot anymore.
Like,
which is weird.
I think with the whole contract thing, I like the idea. I definitely am going to stick by it with you and say definitely wrong winner. Like, if we're going to have Christian do it, we should have him used it already.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken, it was before Brian won the title that he got the contract, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it was in the middle of the card that Brian won it at the end of the card.
Okay. I feel like what they could have done is like to have him get it, use it don't work out, and get it out the way. Because with it lingering, like it just kind of messing up the flow of everything.
But if you throw it away too early, then you set a bad like precedence for it. Because that means like they have no faith in it. And I think they want to have their own like Money in the Bank pay-per-view eventually and stuff. So, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the show after that, because we've got the main event out the way. I want to talk about the tag match last before we go to Collision. So I want to go to the FTW title between Hook and Roderick Strong. No real comments on the match. The match was fine. Thank God this title is gone though.
Oh, bro.
I think we said it before. I respect its lineage. It's awesome for Taz to have his belt defended on TV again. I'm glad his son got to hold his legacy title. Way too long. that whole Chris Jericho chapter could have been erased, and it was still way too long for that thing to be around.
Bro. Oh my god. When I tell you I was watching the match, I was pissed. So I'm like, bro, it's still fighting for this damn title. And
Yeah.
I'm starting to like I'm actually liking Hook, but I'm like, bro, can we gotta upgrade him, like give him a chance. Like this FTR don't mean a damn thing. Like I really thought they had the Trios title with him, Speak and Spell, and
Joe,
Samoa Joe. And I'm like, that was a great team. I don't know why they broke him up.
Joe
but
had recording.
Oh,
he's filming, so he could and I was thinking the same thing earlier today when I was at work. I'm like, they should have had the trios titles, and that I was like, but he was going to record that stupid show or movie, and I'm like, damn it, man. But maybe when they get back, that'd be kind of nice. But they seem like they're kind of separate now. I don't know.
But I think with Hook now, when he won the match was great. I don't really care for Roderick Strong. But
really?
He did. That 50 looked like Ned Flanders to me. But
that mustache dude gotta go.
Yeah,
that mustache is crazy. And he got the glasses too. That should be funny,
bro. But I think though, Hook was doing this thing when he retired the belt. I'm like, thank God, man.
Yeah.
I hope now we move him into some. I hope we don't put him in another vortex with the damn learning tree, because that shit was way too long.
Please.
I really hope not. I hate that Chris Jericho's still there getting TV time on a weekly basis.
Yeah, I think they're gonna move Hook over the TNT title because of Jack Perry, because him and Jack Perry have history, so that could be that direction and be a good person to take it off Jack Perry because people like Hook. I mean, that's the only place I think you could take him, because I don't think you put him against Will Ospreay, because that's face and face dynamic. It probably wouldn't work out too well. It'd be a fun match. Don't get me wrong.
With my guy Rico, what are you talking about?
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So I don't see them doing that anytime soon. It wouldn't be a bad match, but that's why they don't push Hook into that right now. Maybe that's because it's going to deal with that. But I mean, yeah, I'm just glad Hook can now win sanctioned AEW titles, because it's been long overdue. He's not a crazy promo, but his matches are really fun. He's over with the audience, and he can really sell the whole grumpy thing. Yeah. So I feel like I think he's going to be fine. I saw people were kind of worried about him not holding a title, and I'm kind of like, I think he'll be all right. He seems very capable at what he's doing, and you never know, he could end up in NXT. I heard those rumors as well. And you know what? Maybe we don't know.
You know what? I'll find out. We can talk about that on the next episode.
Yeah.
I'll come back with a response when I'm gonna do some digging around in the streets for us.
Okay.
We gotta make a name for that segment. We'll talk.
But yeah, then we got the women's world title that was defended from Mariah May, defending against, and I'm going to butcher her name because I've never heard of her until this whole storyline. Yuka Sakazaki. It's something like that. I actually only have really one issue with this match, and that people were apparently saying that Tony Khan was just bringing in Japanese wrestlers, but she signed to AEW, and she is a wrestler there. But my only real problem is, why didn't they schedule any type of story post All In for Mariah May? Because I know we were waiting for Mina, and I know we're still waiting for Tony, but man, they didn't think of any title defenses past All In, and it's such a good story. It makes me mad. I'm like, dude, why do we not have stuff set up for her? But yeah, no, go. How do you feel about the match?
Oh, it's my turn. I'm about to rip this, John. I'm about to rip it.
Yeah, because I want to talk about the stuff that happened afterwards, because there's some context now to give you. So how are you feeling?
So I'm gonna say this: Mariah May is actually a dope wrestler.
Love her.
Let's first and foremost get out of it. She's actually a dope wrestler. The storyline did her so dirty. I agree with you. How can we not come with not a lick of a storyline with all the divas that I say divas, sorry. All the
women's wrestlers.
Women wrestlers. Yep. All the women's wrestlers in the back.
Yeah, it's
had
so weird.
Thunder Rosa. You had Yana. I'm not gonna try to say the last name. I would just leave
Nyla, which she did have a title of defense against, but you could have built that a little better. Just a little bit.
Maybe Britt Baker, hard maybe. Don't
on Dynamite. On no pay-per-views though, but yeah, I can see it.
Chat, don't crucify me, but Britt Baker, you could do something with there. You could done something with Mina. We literally could have done something.
Sheeta was right there. You could just easily in which they did or did no.
And is Sheeta the one that just faced Mercedes Moné at the last?
Yeah.
You had literally a plethora of women, and you tell me you couldn't come with a story. No disrespect to the woman that Mariah faced, but I'm
Right.
with you. I didn't know who she was either. I
Yeah.
was lost. Like I'm thinking, like, damn, did I really miss an episode? And like I missed a whole storyline.
Yeah, I won't
Nope.
lie. That segment did get me though, where she threatened her and she's okay, bye, and walked away. Like I was like, okay, that's funny. But like leading up to this, I'm just like, okay, who's that? I genuinely I had to look it up because I was like, I don't know who that is. I
Oh.
also assumed she was from Japan, like Stardom or something.
Mm-hmm.
But once I like found out, I was like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. But then other people didn't do that, and they
Like
just
so,
got
I'm gonna
me.
say this though. I kind of agree though. We gotta stop having all these wrestlers from other companies coming into AEW. Like we gotta stop
Yeah,
that because like we're literally losing the focus of our main roster that we have.
and they have a
But we
lot
keep
of roster.
you
AEW is
have
stacked.
you have a lot of people that you're not utilizing
Mm,
because you want to bring in people from other companies. I'm all for teaming up for
yeah,
like the pay per view, like for Forbidden Door, Wrestle Dreams coming up. We have pay per views to do this.
yeah,
But why
it's
every week, no disrespect, I'm seeing someone from another company on AEW?
I
Like, and we have Jay Lethal back there.
facts.
Why are we not using him?
Yeah, I feel like I see more Jeff Jarrett than Jay Lethal. That's kind of crazy
Yeah.
to me.
We
Yeah,
have the private party finally getting TV time
we gonna get back
after
to that.
years. Like, I'm gonna say it, but like we have so much roster, like we're not using that. It's just like it's irritating me now.
Yeah.
It's like irritating me.
But I really want to talk about the ending because I didn't know Willow was gonna come out. I apparently though her and Yuka are friends, so like that was her defending or
Oh,
whatever. I love this. She is a beautiful, gorgeous, talented, amazing, beautiful queen that deserves the women's world title.
we
But
talking
they're
about Willow?
Yeah, Willow, but they're
Okay.
not gonna give it to her, and I'm mad about it unless they do the Samoa Joe thing where they get the world title off the really hot story. But then why would you take the title off a really hot story? And it makes me so sad. But yeah, then Mina Shirakawa comes out, that distracts Willow. Willow gets hit in the back. They tussle, and then Mina and Mariah have this like celebration. Mina
It's not
looks
no goddamn celebration. Don't lie. Don't
it was
lie.
a celebration. Mina looked very uncomfortable. Not Tony Storm. I keep wanting to say Tony Storm. Mariah May kept going, like hugging on her, and she's like, "This is weird." But before I let you go, what's interesting about that Mina interaction that got me is that she recently had a match in Japan, a tag team match with
Yeah.
Tony Storm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Tony Storm is staying in this character, which we had talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch the interview afterwards after that match?
Seen maybe like the first like 30 seconds of it.
Did you see her not talk about Mariah, or she avoided her?
Yeah.
That's
I
what
definitely
I'm
beat
interested in, because that little bit kind of made all this, like the low setup or whatever, and kind of elevated it for me. I'm interested for you. Do you think when she comes back, she's definitely gonna be timeless? Do you think she comes back to break out of that persona, or do you think she doubles down in that persona because she told her that she's never heard the name Mariah before? It's like, that's an absurd claim. Like, you could say it's like, oh, I've never met a Mariah before, but you said you've never heard of the name before. That character is definitely repressing something, and I wonder where that goes when she gets back into AEW.
I think there's no way after having a storyline like that, like you could say something like that though. Like after like the crazy storyline that Mariah and Tony have, like there's no way you could just go and say you never heard of a Mariah. Just no way.
Yeah, that's why she's cracking though, because she's like repressing the memory of Mariah. It's like, well, that's interesting. Because what's
I
your
wonder
mental?
though. But I think when she comes back that she's gonna be someone different though, because you remember correctly when she was losing the title to Mariah, she's in a way becoming a face
Yeah.
at
I
that
argue
at
she
the end
was
of
a
her reign.
face. I said she was a face by the time the match started because of the
Yeah.
attack that Mariah did. I would argue she was a face actually during the Owen Hart tournament. I know she was still kind of like bitchy, but that's kind of like what the character is. So I would argue she was a face for a while, but yeah, I'm so interested. This storyline has no right to keep being so good, considering Tony Storm hasn't been on on AEW TV for weeks. But god damn it, it took one Stardom match for me to go, this might be the story of the year. It's so good.
Story of the year, please stop. Please
what?
stop.
Dude, it's
Stop,
so
please.
good. So let's do the Nana segment first, because Prince Nana comes out.
Oh yeah.
He comes out to address the crowd, talk about Swerve. He says he's out, which he's not really out. That motherfucker's been on like 8 podcasts. That fucking workaholic. I love it, by the way, but still. So Nana comes out. He says he wants to, Swerve's gonna be back. He's gonna whatever, and then MVP comes out.
Yep.
And I audibly gasped in a basement, like where I am right now. I gasped out loud because first of all, I kind of forgot that they had gotten like the Hurt Syndicate name copyrighted and everything. I forgot he was going around the indies, and oh my god, he rips into Nana. He tells him like, "Hey, bro, listen, you messed up. You keep messing up." Adam Page is still in the locker room after he blew up Swerve's house. You're a bad manager. Here's my card. Give it to Swerve when he gets back. There's so many things that go on with this. So I wanted to ask, I wanted to ask, I had a couple things for this. Is this the Prince Nana and Swerve breakup, or is this just the fine, you don't want me, and then we'll just beat you up with the full faction, whatever MVP does type thing? Because I can see them not wanting Swerve to come back in that mix of babyface heel dynamic and just go full heel again. But also, I don't want to see Prince Nana and Swerve break up. I really like that pairing. I really, really do.
Nah, I don't think they break up just yet.
I don't
because
either, but
I think they definitely could, but I don't think they break up yet because Swerve is not here to defend himself yet. Also, we don't know who's going to be on the Hurt Syndicate.
Facts.
So I think that's like going to play a major role. And if Swerve breaks up with Prince Nana.
Yeah.
So right now I'm gonna say no right now.
Fair enough. Because my next question was, based off of AEW's current talent, who do you make? Because I had a great idea. I kind of would get, I would say 5 people in total, maybe 6. MVP as their mouthpiece. You get Bobby to be your main event guy. You get I forgot his damn name. Well, whatever. For the tag team, I'd get Private Party.
Oh yeah.
Because I think they've already got the annoying heel things. Getting MVP and Bobby to like whip them back into shape, pretty interesting. I forgot who I had. I had a different name, but you could put Ricochet in there because he's the mid card title guy. And then I think you pull up Athena from Ring of Honor with her title and stuff, and then have her be a threat for the women's world title right now. That could be a fire setup. The only problem is I think Athena has a small faction within ROH. They probably wouldn't want to bring all of them up. So plus, you take the most interesting thing about Ring of Honor off of Ring of Honor, and they probably don't want to do that right now. But I feel like those 5, that would be, and also Athena needs to get her flowers. She'll be just an amazing wrestler overall. Yeah, absolutely. But it's such a good idea. If they don't do it, I'd be mad, but I have no reason to be mad because that's, I made it up. I'm not. I don't look for them.
How I had it was, because I thought about the suit. MVP, obviously, mouthpiece. You got to get Lashley in AEW. Things gonna happen, but it's just taking some time. I definitely had our boy Rico. I actually didn't have Athena, but I had Willow.
Ooh,
I said Willow because
Willow.
Yes, she's been faced for so long. Then she lost. Technically, she lost 2 titles: the CMLL and the other title. Then she also lost to Chris.
She's also in the conglomerate, and you could easily just be like, I don't want to be in these silly gimmicks anymore, and that's why. Like, I would never.
Telling you, and then it'll whip her back into shape. Yeah. And then instead of the Private Party, even though those I like them, you can put Top Flight.
Yeah, but then that's like 4 dudes. Like they're their own thing. That's the only. Well, I mean, like you could have.
We break it all up.
Yeah.
We break it all up when he comes over to Syndicate.
Yeah,
break it all up. Because then you have Leo Rush and where I'm not going to disrespect, but whoever else is on Top Flight, there's only 2 people that matter. So Leo Rush takes the rest. Telling you.
And then Action and Journey, Dante Martin in the Syndicate.
Yes.
That would be. I like both options. I don't think either of them are realistic, sadly. But I'm hoping we get the conversation going. People can put it in the comments and stuff. So.
No. We're going to put this on Twitter though, because I like both of them.
But
put down Twitter.
Because and I don't mean to bring race into it, but after seeing what's going on with Triple H over WWE, I just know this all black faction could do so well in AEW, and I can't wait for. And them warring with Swerve is so good because Swerve is such a main event talent at this point. He is like you could put him up against lower mid card guys, and he could still go for the AEW World Title at any point. So you bring in Bobby, which I really think they get Bobby. I don't think MVP does this without Bobby, or they change something. So having Bobby already at a high profile thing. Oh, I can't. I'm genuine. He's like almost in his 50s, if not in his 50s. Bobby is. You couldn't tell physically, like his looks or anything, let alone his body. He's gonna have a crazy good run in AEW if they do this right, and it could result in like the Hurt Syndicate versus the Elite with like all the gold up for grabs because that's just how good it could be. And
that's another Twitter thing. That's another Twitter thing right there.
Because it's such a fear for me now after seeing the Bloodline stuff to put all the gold on one faction, but they would make Bobby look so good. Private Party or Top Flight would look so good with the gold. Whoever they get, because Ricochet's such a great choice for the international title. He already works super well. He could do week-to-week television. And then just one good Willow is dude, I hate you for the Willow one. The Willow choice is so good, and I didn't think about it because she's such an amazing babyface. I just don't see them like changing it. But if they did, oh, it would be so good.
Yeah,
I so like that, and I really liked Athena just because, like I said, I think she should be up in AEW, but then
I think so as well.
You don't want to have her give up that title because she's breaking a record in ROH, which regardless how you feel about ROH,
you can't say that though. Where Ray broke the record, I get it.
That's what I'm saying.
Record, we got it.
Keep going though. You keep going.
But I'm gonna ask you though, seriously, for what? Because I'm gonna say this though. After ROH is a subsidiary to AEW.
Right.
Why not have the top talent from your subsidiary go to the main event and then literally start a new person?
I think the only problem is she is the main event right now because like Mark Briscoe is the ROH world title. And I don't even know who's fighting for it.
Bro,
so,
I don't even talk about that.
Exactly.
Man.
So, but like that's their entire main event scene is Athena. I would like for her to bring the ROH title with her and win the women's AEW title.
No, we can't do that no more.
Why? ROH sucks. Nobody cares about it.
Exactly. But we don't need to bring it on my screen.
I know. But God, it's
I already complained to them about them bringing over talents from other companies. But we gotta talk about the luchadors. I don't know if you have it on the list, but we gotta talk about that.
Oh yeah, that's on the collision card. Last thing we have is the Young Bucks versus Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher, which, God damn it, I love tag team wrestling. It was so good, but also, God damn it, make other tag teams. Please make other tag teams. I am begging for other tag teams to come in.
Bro, when I tell you, I am beyond pissed.
Because you watched a good tag team match that wasn't somebody else.
Bro, we have teams in the back. We have at least 3 to 4 legitimate teams in the back, and we pick Will Ospreay and Kyle Fletcher. Sidebar, I'm cool with Kyle Fletcher being in the drawing.
Facts.
Why not put Rush with him?
Because Will Ospreay had to win the gauntlet match because he's undefeated in those now. So that's why. Because I think he won the international title one, he won the world title one, and he won the tag team one. So when the women's get one, that's when Will Ospreay's really gonna lose.
But I think the gauntlet match was dumb too. But like
facts, it showed they only had 6 tag teams on them. I was so mad watching that. I literally sat there. I was at work, like listening, and I'd go and watch. I was like, bro, that's all their tag teams, and none of them look good right now because you got them flailing around this battle royal thing. I was so upset.
Like they didn't if I'm not mistaken, did they have Top Flight in there?
Yeah, I think
yeah. They did.
I remember the Outrunners because they were over as hell. I honestly would have preferred
can't stand
Outrunners
them
to win.
either.
Really? But they're so over, dude. Come on.
No, can't stand them.
You just don't like Hulk Hogan. I agree. He's a bitch. But
don't get me started, please.
My thing is, I think we figured out what it is. Because remember last time we said they're waiting for a tag team to come. In my delusions, was hoping the Motor City Machine Guns. They're clearly not coming. The Lucha Bros probably not coming because of the contract stuff. Do you don't like this? Because you're gonna say mean things about my favorite wrestler on this planet. It's gonna make me mad. Do you know who Kota Ibushi is? Do you know him? He signed to AEW. He was in New Japan for a long time.
If you show me a face, probably.
Okay. He and a certain member of a former member, of the Elite are best friends. They are so close, bro, that in Japan, they didn't know if they were gay or not. That's how close they were as friends and in ring as a tag team. Kota Ibushi and Kenny Omega recently started posting training photos together.
Yeah. Okay. Yes, I know who that is.
The Golden Lovers is who they're waiting for. And I can say that not with certainty. If that's not what happens, they played me. They worked me hard. And I don't like saying worked because it's a stupid term, because that's the point of watching a show. If they are not the ones that they're waiting for, I will wear a stupid hairstyle in the next podcast episode. Because when I saw that Kenny was training, I'm like, oh, lit, my favorite wrestler's coming back. And then it just happened to be Kota Ibushi there. I'm like, oh, that's who they're waiting for. Because they are great tag teams, right? Both of the Young Bucks and the Golden Lovers. Kenny is part of one of the best tag team matches I've ever watched. They don't know when they're coming back. So you can't wait for that. The training's a good sign. But if it is not the Golden Lovers and we have to wait a year for this, they're burying tag team wrestling. And that good idea. I'm not waiting another full year of the Young Bucks barely and cheating to win these matches. I need to see those titles change hands. But that I was at work. I had a eureka moment. I was so happy. I was like, oh, it's the fucking Golden Lovers, and it's gonna be good. But how long do I have to wait to see it? Is my real question.
So I'm not gonna go overboard. I'm gonna try my hardest not to go overboard.
Yeah, since this guy doesn't like Kenny Omega, chat. Like I'm not talking.
Listen. I'll get the hype, but hey, maybe he's just not for me.
Watch it back in 2007, please.
I'll be highly upset if that's what we're waiting for. I'm just gonna stamp it now on September 29th. If that's what we're waiting for, I promise you, I will be on the Twitter crashing out.
So, are you mad you're waiting for that in general, or you think they're taking too long to do it?
It's a mixture of both.
Okay,
mixture
there
of
you
both.
go. Because for me, I love it, like I said. But if I have to wait a year, I'm gonna be like, okay, we could have this last year.
Because it's just we have to call out creative when they're giving us nonsense.
Yeah, because of those tag titles.
Because we do when we talk about WWE.
Facts.
This creative is giving us nonsense. Because why are we having Young Bucks have the company power for so long?
Because they're EVPs.
And then
they'll always have that. They're owners of the company.
No, that's cool. That's cool.
You just mean the gimmick. Yeah, fair.
Yeah, the gimmick. Yeah, they have the company power, and then they have the tag titles. The first 6 months, cool. Abuse your power because that's what you can do. I get it. After those grueling 6 months, because it got to be a long time for us to deal with bullshit.
Yeah.
It just has to be. After those 6 months, you got to have someone come out and say, oh, you can only win because you cheating. Boom, boom, boom. And then the Young Bucks say, oh, no, you ain't going to talk about me. We can whoop your ass without cheating. Set up a match. We didn't get none of that yet.
Yeah, we're still getting I feel like we're still getting the setups for these things.
Yeah, you have teams that are facing y'all that some of them were actual decent opponents that you could have built a story off of. We did nothing with no story.
Yeah.
We are literally just sitting on our hands and knees with these damn tag titles to do something.
Yeah. Their past two defenses have been against singles competitors that are technically in factions, but they're singles competitors coming together. I know Will and Kyle do have the United Empire with the other guy from Aussie Open. So fair. And also Pac and Wheeler and Claudio are technically in a faction. They're in the BCC together. They're a tag team, but they also had the trios title. So it's like I think we said it last time perfectly. We know that these guys aren't going to win. Just give another tag team a chance. It'll be okay. We will all be okay as a collective.
I know y'all got to be tired from holding these titles literally for months a year. Because, bro, I'll get sick of the shit. I'm like, bro, okay. Can you take the shit off of me, please?
Yeah.
Bro, y'all had it for it felt like 3,000 years. Realistically, they only had it for a year and some change.
Has it been a year? Oh yeah, because it had to been when Swerve? What was it? Dynasty? It's not a year yet, but we're getting close to like the 9-month-ish mark. It's something around there.
And like, bro, like there's no reason for them to have the title, and then the title defense that they have been doing have been complete ass. I haven't seen no blood, no
Bro, you didn't like the
RJ,
you didn't like the Will Ospreay Kyle Fletcher match? That shit was fire.
RJ, please do not lie on this
shit.
podcast.
You like flippy shit. What? The Yuta Claudio match, I'll agree with you. That shit was a snoozer. But that Will Ospreay Kyle Fletcher match was not bad. We're not clickbaiting. Stop clip farming. I'm not clip farming with you right now. There's no way you watched that United Empire Young Bucks match and thought this is ass.
Bro, I promise you, I'll get up and go bake cookies with my girl right now and start talking about this nonsense. Like this is, please do not lie on the spot. The match is not that good.
I don't want to talk to him anymore.
Bro, I promise you.
That's cool. I thought it was match of the night. Honestly, it was a great it made me mad because I watched this when I love tag team wrestling, but it was a tag team versus a technical, like we said, a technical freaking team. But I was mad at how good the match was. You didn't like that match?
Bro, I rewatched it again. I like the flippy shit. Ugh, I had to be real with myself, bro. I had to be real with myself.
Fair enough. You like what you like in it.
No, don't get too. I love the flippy shit. I just, because of my distaste for how this tag titles are going right now, and the fact that they won, it's just like it just literally kills me every time.
You know what's interesting with all this? The tag titles suck, but the real question is, how do you like the Kyle Fletcher stuff going on? Because they're kind of retelling the Will Ospreay stuff, but with Will Ospreay. But I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I kind of like Kyle Fletcher now, and I don't know why. He really hasn't done it. He's had good matches, but he hasn't really done anything there. I'm like, why do I like you all of a sudden? It's weird.
Like, I seen him when I went to Collision and Rampage, like at the beginning of summer, and that's like, and this is when I first really started paying attention. And like, when I seen him live, I'm like, oh, he's actually pretty tough.
Right.
Seen him. I hate the story that he's in. The Don Callis. I was about to call him Calhoun. Don Callis family. Like, I hate the family shit.
Yeah.
Like, it reminds me, I hate to compare, and this is going to be my only WWE comparison. It reminds me of what's going on in NXT with the family.
With the family?
Yeah, like, it just reminds me, and I hate both stories. So it just makes no sense to me. Like, in the WWE, you have the family, and only one person's really fighting, which is...
he's the guy. I don't know.
I can't remember his name right now, but
Tony.
yeah, you know what I'm talking. But like, he's the main guy fighting and the only guy fighting, and he's the only one that really matters. AEW, the Don Callis family, you have the mouthpiece. Nobody cares for him because he doesn't be talking much for real. It's Kyle Fletcher. Rush, if I'm not mistaken, he's in it, but he's breaking up to his own thing.
Yeah, apparently he's not in it, which is weird.
Yeah, it's really just Kyle Fletcher. And he's a star, but I think he just break off and do his own thing.
Oh my god, it actually is just Kyle Fletcher because Powerhouse Hobbs is out and Takesha's waiting for the C2 to start. Oh my god, it's actually just Kyle Fletcher and the family. What? It's just two guys.
Hold on. Wait. Powerhouse Hobbs is coming back though.
That's but
on the street.
I actually want to talk about that later with Collision because that shit kind of made me mad because I expected him to be there. But yeah, no, I guess I just don't like the retelling of this because I kind of feel like you could just I don't know. He's so weird that I like him as much as I do, considering he really hasn't been doing anything except for having good matches. Maybe I'm just a good match merchant. Once they put on a good match, I'm
oh my god,
that's just it, brother. Once I see a good match, you're my guy for life. But that was all
grow up
Dynamite. I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. This is why I didn't think we were gonna be on this so long. Collision was kind of a snoozer.
Like, no, don't whisper it. Speak with your chest. Collision was ass, dog. It was ass.
I kind of want to get through the stuff just to I want to do the checklist for myself.
Yes.
Cheeks. That main event of Okada and Sammy
pissed me off.
Gotta be one of the worst Collision main events I ever watched. I'm not gonna lie to you. One, I don't like Sammy, and two, I know Okada's not losing this belt. I kind of sat there like, why am I watching Sammy Guevara and Okada be my main event right now? I really genuinely struggled to pay attention when I was running to my phone at work to watch it, like every other segment. Like I just the Collision main event kind of irked me just a little bit.
Oh man, I really hate what they did to Okada because he has so much. He has so much like I don't know what the word is because like he had it all. He had the crowd in the grasp of his hand. He got the Intercontinental title, and like it's not Intercontinental.
Yeah, it's
Call
Continental.
myself Continental. Sorry.
Yeah.
He has the title, and we're making that a joke. That's another title. I might be on this hill alone. Retire the bitch.
Hey, dog, I'm not going to lie to you, King, and I'm going to say it with my full voice. I kind of agree.
Thank you.
Only because I just don't feel like it doesn't feel like it has a place. It's like you've got the main title, the international, which is your upper mid card, your TNT title, which is your lower mid card, and this is the problem I had with the FTW title. It's under your lower mid card. What is it even doing here? But
listen,
I feel like they wanted to do the Okada as world champion, faction thing, but you gave him the Continental title on his like first match hits. That title feels so. It feels like it's a non-factor in anything. Yeah. It's just kind of there, and I kind of don't like it. I kind of wish they'd just take it away. I'm with you on that, honestly.
So I think if we're going to keep the titles, right, they should. These are the titles that you put in ROH, because you know why? If someone from ROH wins the title, you could bring them up for like a couple weeks, see what they do in a real setting with live crowd, TV, like having a hurricane with going to actual live TV and prep them, you know? And you can literally use ROH like WWE uses NXT, but instead of doing it like NXT, you just have your titles go in between.
The problem is ROH isn't a developmental. There's actually like experienced veterans in there, so it kind of wouldn't go the same way.
No, but you don't have to call it a developmental. Like, I just said it's like you can use it like what WWE does with NXT. Instead of being developmental, we could make it into a second brand. That's a better thing I should have said. Turn into a second brand and have the titles go back and forth.
I mean, I already do that. Mark Briscoe's on TV every week with ROH.
But he's not defending the ROH title.
That is true. But I mean, I think the whole point is just to have the belts on AEW TV because they own ROH and they said.
You just got to answer for everything today, huh?
Kinda. Just a little bit.
Like, because, bro, I'm telling you the dots. And then I also want to say, sidebar, no reason for us to sign Dustin Rhodes to another contract. Y'all can crucify me, need to. I'll be there to fight every single day of the week. Bro, if y'all want to argue with me about this.
He is holding all the ROH tag gold, and that is the most absurd. In 2024, Goldust is holding both the tag titles and the trios tag titles in ROH. Why? Like, whatever. Why? Give him titles or whatever. Why does he have both sets? Do they just not care about the ROH tag scene?
And they have it with Sammy, bro.
Oh, dude, I don't like Sammy. And it could be because he's a weirdo who made some weird comments about Sasha Banks a few years ago. It could be that I can't let that go. He's just weird. It's almost like I can't like him because of his like outside of wrestling. But when I watch him without listening to the outside of wrestling stuff, I just don't care. So like, cause like my example would be like Logan Paul. I hate Logan Paul as a person, but I can understand if you watch just Logan Paul matches in a vacuum, just his matches, nothing outside of that. You go, oh, I like Logan Paul. He's a good wrestler. Cause he does. He puts on good matches. But with Sammy, he just puts on matches where I'm just like, okay. I mean, I feel like we had a different match on this card that was so much more interesting, and I would rather just rewatch that than watch any Sammy match. Where I'm just like,
what match you gonna watch over? I'm just curious. What match did you watch over this?
Brother, there was a triple threat lucha match on this card. That match that was the best match on the card. yeah.
We definitely gonna talk about that. I will say this though. The last thing on Sammy. Okay, I lied. I'm sorry. Last comparison to WWE. Sammy reminds you of WWE Sammy. I can't stand him.
Okay, except WWE Sammy gets a pop when he comes out. He doesn't get booed or a silent treatment with Sammy because you're just mad that Sammy will be World Heavyweight Champion by the end of the year. So next on the screen, that look back was crazy. Let's talk about your favorites now because we brought up Sammy. Let's talk about your favorites. The Conglomerate went up against the Learning Tree. And honestly, I don't even want to talk about the match. I want to talk about Big Bill. Because why the hell is Big Bill cool? Because he was in his hometown, right? So, of course, he's going to get cheered. I like Big Bill more than I should like Big Bill, considering he's stuck with Chris Jericho. And honestly, I want to see him win a title by the end of 2025. I want to see him with either the international or the TNT title, because Big Bill has just been a lot of fun to watch, and I don't know why, but he is, and I stand on that.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm thinking. I'm not gonna lie. I really agree with you. Big Bill's been really dope. I hate the vortex he's in,
Facts.
but he's making it work for him.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's bad vortex.
Clearly, it's terrible. But for weeks, every time he gets a chance to speak, money every time. He wrestles really good. I have no complaints. International title. Who got that? Will Ospreay. What's the other one?
Or you said TNT by. I think the TNT title fits more where he is, but I guess we'll have to see what happens after the Jericho thing.
I can take that. I can take the TNT because Jai Prey got his faction. Big Bill got his.
Yeah.
I just hate the thought that Jericho's gonna get more TV time, but for Big Bill's sake, I'll deal with it.
Yeah. I'll deal with Chris Jericho if they do the Christian story, but they actually pay it off. Where Big Bill wins the title, but Jericho wears it everywhere. And then have it like, instead of Luchasaurus siding with Chris Jericho at the end, have Big Bill actually choke slam Chris Jericho and take his title back. I think that would be cool. But it's one of those things where it's like, damn it, Chris Jericho actually did something right. And I still have to watch Chris Jericho though. But I've been so impressed with Big Bill. And I thought about you because I'm watching this match. I'm just like, give him a belt. Just do it. Like, he doesn't got to win the world title because that would be absurd.
Right now.
But just give him a title by the end of 2026.
Wait, why would that be absurd?
I don't think he's a main event guy. I guess, you know what?
It's hard to argue right now.
Yeah, because of where he is. If you give him a good enough story, maybe. I'd say where he is right now, I don't see it. But, hey, if he gets a good story coming out of it, WWE didn't see anything in Swerve Strickland. And now you can argue he's the face of the company. So, I don't know. Like, you can
argue that.
You can see it. You can see it. I don't know.
No, I mean, like, who will argue that? Like, he's definitely the face of the company. Who's at the Swerve?
Racists. Like I said,
okay.
Was shocked at how much I like Big Bill. I skipped the one match I wanted to talk about. That's absurd. Because I'll be dead honest with you. Saraya and her homophobic boyfriend can go away. But god damn it, was it nice to see Jamie Hayter just do stuff.
Yeah.
That unprotected shot to the head with a VCR.
Oh my god.
I almost yelled in a closed Dollar Tree this morning. Because I was like, what the was that? Why did you even... What sick thought in your head just thought, just hit it with a VCR, dude? Like, what?
Yeah, right? She looked through rummaging through some. You know what? That's a good weapon to use.
I was shocked at that. But yeah,
no, she hit the fuck out of her with that.
Before, actually, because I want you to go into so we can get through this card because there's not much left. I need, and I want to make this do a short too, I need WWE, ROH, AEW, all these companies to listen to me. Do not start the trend of taking wrestler name or faction name or nickname rules match. What the is a Saraya rules match?
Oh,
what, like,
bro.
That, just do a hardcore match. I hate it because they're going to do it as a trend, and I don't want to see it again. The Bloodline shit was bad, and that's probably one of the greatest wrestling stories ever told, and I hate that they call it a Bloodlines rules match. So take that idea, crumple it up, 3-pointer into the trash can. So I heard Soraya's rules in my ears, and I literally physically sat there and went, shut up. Do not start this as a trend. It is so bad. All right, but yeah, no, the match though. Continue.
I'll say the match. Like I said at the beginning of the pod, Saraya did her thing.
I just don't like
it. And I can't stand her, but she definitely did her thing.
Yeah.
I forget what her lackey's name is.
Harley.
Harley, with an H, right?
Yeah, Harley.
Yo, she took a mean table spot.
Yeah, that should have hurt.
She took a mean table spot, and boy. I felt so bad when the other table didn't break. Yeah, so I'm like, oh man, I know that shit hurt. But it was a good spot. It would have been better if both tables broke, but it was a great spot. Could have been better.
You know what spot they've been doing, and AEW's been doing this for like the past year that I actually really appreciate? The bag that's supposed to be taxed, and it just being the most random items in there. Like, I know like there was the pool ball one. This one was toy cars. I don't know. I just find it funny. Maybe because I saw tax and I got desensitized to tax since I've been watching since I was like a child. But it's just something funny about like, oh, they've got the bag. It's gonna be, and then just like children's toys. It's like, all right, bro, stop doing this, but also keep doing this.
I'm gonna be on the hill and say that shit does nothing for me.
It gets a laugh out of me.
I see that you're laughing about it now.
Right now, actively.
Ridiculous.
Yeah,
like I'm looking at it. She poured the damn toys in. I'm like, what are we doing?
It's so like, stupid. Because it's like, why toy cars? Why hockey pucks? It's like, it's so weird. It gets a good. When it's something so weird, it gets a bigger laugh out of me. Because, like, the hockey pucks, they're in Canada. The pool balls, they were in some city that's known for pool. They're in New York. Or, no, they're Springfield. So it's like toy cars. Or it's like, why toy cars? Oh, they do automotive stuff there. But it's like, shut up. Why do you have a bag of toy cars? Damn it. But it made me, it's so good.
No, that was on Collision. I'll wait till we get to Collision. Because we got to talk about bags of tricks here.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait till Collision.
What else was a bag of trick? Because... I mean, we can probably move into that one. Which match was that?
Orange Cassidy. Bro had a brick in his bag.
Oh, fuck. We moved past that match, and I was kind of okay with that. Yeah. Honestly, dude, I like the conglomeration. You know, like, they're going to laugh out of me, but I'm kind of on your side where they don't need to be on my screen every week doing the same segment every week. I'm not over it, but I'm kind of just like, I don't need to watch this segment again. I just saw it. So that's I forgot about the brick.
Don't worry, I'll say it. I'm the fuck over it.
You said Kyle Fletcher and Mark, is what you said. It's Kyle Wright.
I'm tired of seeing Kyle Fletcher. I would say, okay, Kyle O'Reilly.
Thank you.
And like, I'm tired of seeing him and Mark on my screen every week. And I agree, it's like the same spiel every single time. He says some nonsense. It's supposed to be funny. It was funny the first time, and I didn't even think it was funny the first time. Big T, you got to come talk to us, bro. Big T, please look in my eyes. I'm gonna tell you, bro.
Look at his eyes.
if you listen to us, we'll write you a whole crazy storyline. I can give you a storyline for 6 months.
I'm gonna be there in October. I'm gonna have a script printed out. I'm just gonna throw it at him. Just
listen,
catch Tony and read it. And then if he reads it, the TTR's fam will all be in the writers' room by the end of the night.
Nah, but you know what you gotta do? You gotta make a paper airplane out of each script paper and just throw it at him. Make sure he gets it.
I just imagine the airplane flowing through the curtain to TK. It's like, that is amazing. First of all, I've never the open challenge.
What did you think about the MXM collection? Hold on, because let me see what you're thinking. How'd you feel about it?
I thought it was funny, but it's also the acclaimed, so it's like, I kind of just don't care. I would like for them to start building MXM to go for the tag titles. I'll be honest with you. I really like MXM.
We can put that on because I was thinking the same shit.
Yeah, man. I really like MXM. I think it's funny that they took a gimmick from Vince that, like, he was so into but really didn't push very well. And they're just like, oh, well, you fired us. We're going to keep it. I love that for them. They're also just really big nerds, so I love, like, following them on other socials. So I'm down for them to start there.
Okay, then. All right, I'm going to say this then. I definitely think I hated the whole the MXM collection segment last night. Like, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like, I hated it.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't do nothing for me, bro.
No hee ha-has for
nope,
Han?
not at all.
For
nope,
Han?
not at all.
Yeah. And then Billy Gunn showed up and I was kind of like...
Yeah, like, bro, like, I get it. It was for the comic relief.
Yeah.
But that was to me, that was a terrible comic relief. Because, like, I'm in there to see someone get beat up. I know Collision's supposed to be...
I wanted to quickly touch on the Jack Perry Open Challenge for the TNT title. I like Jack Perry. I'm not going to apologize for Jack Perry. I don't really like open challenges for heels because it doesn't really make sense. It's not really a heel thing to do. Minoru Suzuki answered the challenge. Cool. He's a legend in the scene. And it's a good win for him. I like how he won with the count out because it's like, oh, that guy, he did the thing. He did the heel thing. It wasn't bad. To be fair, I thought it was going to be Hobbs. I thought it was going to be Hobbs, and I thought that was going to be cool, but it wasn't that. So.
Bro, I know you see my face. I was so I can't get the damn word out. I was so disgusted with that damn match, bro.
I liked it.
They just be playing with me because, like, again, why are we having people from other companies come and rush for our title, and we have no. Why are we having people from other companies coming and fighting for our titles? No disrespect. You say he's a legend. I'm gonna clap it up for OG. But bro, you ain't winning. Why are we doing this, Big T? Why are we doing this, bro? Like, if you're gonna do the open challenge, have someone in the locker, the goddamn locker room, and wrestle for this damn title, Tony.
Somebody,
Someone for the damn locker room. Stop fighting someone across the seas to always fight someone, bro. We have a locker room of people ready to fight. Kyle Fletcher, perfect example to fight for the damn TNT title. Jay Lethal, old as hell, no disrespect, but he's still in shape. Fight for the TNT title. Like Ricochet, TNT title.
Well,
we have
international.
I know, but I'm just saying, but like we have a plethora of people and we're not using them. And like it irks me every single week. It is.
Hangman Adam Page had a lumberjack match with Jeff Jarrett. Okay, I thought it was funny. It set up a good match for next week, which is Juice Robinson versus Hangman Adam Page. Call me delusional. Jay White's going to get involved, and I'm going to get a heel Adam Page versus a babyface Jay White. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm all right with that. I'm chilling.
You're literally telling me I'm supposed to look forward to watching Juice Robinson
the Juice
versus Hangman Page.
Yes, sir.
I'm a quickly break down for you why this makes absolutely no sense. Mama, main event. Like it makes absolutely no sense why we're gonna have a man that literally burned down another man's house on live television. He's gonna face a man that fake pees on people, bro. Look me in my face and tell me this is what you want to see, bro.
I am getting heel Hangman versus babyface Jay White. Don't you mess with my main event now. Don't you mess with my main event. Because you know what? Juice Robinson is a phenomenal wrestler. We're not going to insult his abilities. He's a former IWGP United States champion, and we're not going to disrespect him like this, even though all he does is really pee on people mid-match, which is, you know what? Funny, because those are my Collision Cowboys. You're not going to insult them like that. I'm going to see them on Dynamite, and Jay White's going to come out and get my main event.
All right, so if he's so great,
I'm ready for it.
He literally, I'm trying to wear this properly because like it's just like I'm just gonna show in this parade, and I'm so sorry. Bro went from having 6,000 titles for 2 weeks, it felt like, to losing it all due to a loophole, which I think is dumb.
With the dumbest thing I saw on that show. That was so bad.
If I'm not mistaken, homegirl that was with Christian, Nick Wayne, and the Beast Mortos.
Was it Cheerios?
Yeah, it made no sense, but that's not here nor there. And they did nothing since, bro.
Yeah, I don't
like
I can't excuse that booking. No matter how, I can't run through any loop or any holes on that. That was just stupid. They're like, oh, the Freebird rule doesn't exist, but everybody else does the Freebird rule. It's so weird. It was so random. Yeah, but that's all I want.
It just makes no sense. But if that's what you want, I'll be here watching. Disappointed.
That Jay White match, though. See, you're not ready, bro. As long as they let him breathe, bro, I'm about to get AEW champion Jay White here in the next few weeks. If they behave, we'll get AEW.
That wasn't the main event.
I know, but it felt like it.
Oh, okay.
It was better than the main event.
I'm about to say, you fuck me. That was not no damn main event. All right, go ahead.
What else was left? That we got?
No. We talked about the main event already, but I'm saying.
Oh, you thought I was skipping the Lucha main event? No. That was the main event because that was the most Collision match I've seen. That was great.
Absolutely, that was so great. Beast Mortos gets no love. No love.
He's about to. I think that faction's gonna do really well. You know, the only problem I have with this match was why did Hologram try to jump 3 dudes for no reason? Why? That was so stupid. They're like, oh, they just had a grueling match. Oh no, it's Roosh. They're gonna form a crazy faction right here. Hologram. I gotta punch that guy in the face.
Yeah,
I was like, what the hell was that?
Besides that nonsense, that was a crazy matchup.
Oh, so good.
From start to finish, Beast Mortos, bro's a big body, but bro be flying in the air like you weigh 100 pounds.
Moving. Oh my
God.
The point where what I can't remember his name, where he stands on Beast Muerto's shoulders and then backflips off him. Why would you even do that? What did you gain out of that?
How you thinking shit like that, bro? Like, you know what? Beast, stand right here. Let me try some crazy shit for you. Let me see if you can make this happen. Like, what? Like, how you come up with that? I love the flippy shit.
The springboard crucifix pin where he flipped him. Oh, why would you even doing that move normally is dangerous? Why would you add a springboard to it? But just Lucha. I love Lucha so much.
And then the Beast Mortals, he does it like every time I see him on Collision. But when he runs and dives out the ring and does a corkscrew, bro,
it's so good.
Bro, he's so big, but he does it so effortlessly. I love it.
I love the Lucha, and that's what I need. I need Triple H to watch this match because maybe then he'll start booking brown people on pay-per-views. Because how do you watch 3 luchadors do incredible lucha stuff and then just go, yeah, I can't book that, so I'm just gonna not. It's like, bro, what? Andrade's a former luchador. Dragon Lee, Rey Mysterio can still move. All the 2 tag team dudes in LWO and the tag team dudes with Santos. And Santos, all luchadors. Just tell them, go have a lucha match.
I also hate that we didn't have Mercedes Moné on TV. What would you give a rating for all of Grand Slam? Like both.
As a whole, Grand Slam?
We'll do out of 5.
3.5, maybe. I mean, it wasn't the segments I really liked, but there was some schnoozers in there. So I'm just kind of like, I'd give it a 3.5 worth of television over 2-3 days, I guess. All
right. Is it a pay-per-view worth bringing back again, or we should be down to Grand Slam?
Well, these are events, so not pay-per-views. I actually wish WWE would pick these up. I like that they do these weekly, or not weekly, but like Reddit's like, AEW, Dynamite, Grand Jury. Like, I kind of just like them because they kind of make those feel a little special in my opinion. So I like those, but I mean, Grand Slam's probably not going to go. I think that's one of their staple ones. I think it's that, and then like they did it. Battle of the Belts, which I think that's cool. Again, it is one of those things where it's like, oh, that's cool, but like, unless they plan to do something, they don't really. They kind of just go for average TV. So I say it's all right. I say they keep it just for the fun of it, where it's like, oh, it's Grand Slams. It's like, it feels better than a regular Dynamite. I don't know.
I'll give it like a 3.
Yeah, it's fair.
And what I'm not gonna sit here and be one of the guys that show the whole weekly thing. Yeah. I mean, I said weekly, the whole week on Grand Slam. No,
facts, yeah.
But I am gonna call it out and say it definitely wasn't like up to par like their past few events.
Like I would say that this was a 3.5 week, even if it didn't say Grand Slam on it. Like, we don't do like the combined like just random Dynamite reviews, but like it was like, it's a 3.5 shows. Whether it was a Grand Slam or not, it was pretty good.
It wasn't nothing.
I'm excited for Dynamite this week, but not as much as like normal, probably because that Britt Baker match is just staring me right in the face. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not ready for it.
She aggravates me, but
yeah. But I mean, that's about it. But I mean, really, if we sat here, we gave all the information that we had, and we gave our opinions. But honestly, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little tired. I think I need a little glitch energy in my life. But you know, the best way to get glitch energy is using code SHOOT, the number 2, win. Shoot to win in total, and you get 10% off your order. And honestly, I don't know if I was gonna get through for the rest of my day without it.
Oh, look at you!
Look at me! I'm gonna have this video edited. It's gonna be great.
Limit test.
Ooh,
it's the best flavor.
Limit
I think
test.
It's the best flavor.
That is one of their best ones. I will not lie to you guys. I really appreciate you all for sticking around and hearing us talk about AEW. We love it. I want to thank my co-host Meech for being here and giving our more hotter takes of the evening, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoy. And I will see ya when I freaking see ya.